Good morning Year 7 and welcome to today's maths lesson. Let's start off with a quick starter, shall we? What is 360 take away 75 take away 156? What's a half plus 7 over 2? Can you find for me 1/3 of 9? And if x equals 3, what is 2x plus 4? Please pause the video and have a go at these questions in your light blue books now. Right, let's go through the answers. We've got 360, take away 75, we'll take it step by step. 0 take away 5 I can't do, so I need to borrow 1. 10 take away 5 gives me 5. 5 take away 7 I can't do, so I need to borrow 1. 15 take away 7 gives me 8. And 2 take away nothing gives me 285. I then need to subtract another 156. So I've got 285, subtract 156, borrow 1, 15 take away 6 gives me 9, 7 take away 5 gives me 2, and 2 take away 1 gives me 1. So it's 129. For my second question, I'm adding up fractions. I want my denominator to be the same. In this case it already is, so I can just add my numerators, which gives me 8 over 2. But is that my final answer, Kiara? You're right, it's not, because I can divide top and bottom by 2, which will give me 4 over 1. And 4 over 1 is just 4. Next question. Find 1/3 of 9. I need to divide 9 by 3, so that will give me 3. And finally, if x equals 3, what is 2x plus 4? Well, if x equals 3, then 2x is 2 multiplied by x, which is 2 times 3. Which gives me 6. I've then got 6 plus 4, which gives me 10. Okay, Year 7, here is today's lesson destination. These are the kind of questions we want to be able to answer. Let's start off with a quick recap. Labelling angles. Now we said ABC, sometimes with a little hat on the B, sometimes without, means the angle at point B, here, between points A and point C. So we're starting at A, we're moving through B and moving to C, so it's this angle here. Sometimes you'll see it written as this little angle sign and then A, B, C, also means starting at A, moving through B, ending up at C. Okay, Year 7, in your light blue books or on a mini whiteboard if you have it, what's the name of this angle? Pause the video and write down your answer now. Okay, this one, we can start at C, move through A and head to B, so we could call it CAB, with or without the hat, or we could also call it BAC. Either answer is absolutely fine. Let's try another. What do we call this angle? Pause the video and write your answer in your light blue book now, please. Okay, there's two options for this one as well. We could go A, C, B, starting at A, moving through C, heading to B. With or without the little hat. Or we could call it BCA. Either option is absolutely fine. Next one, what do we call this angle? If we start at Q, move through P and end up at R, we could call it QPR. KJ, what else could we call it? We could call it starting at R, moving through P, heading to Q, we could call it RPQ. As long as that P's in the middle, we're okay. Right, quick recap. Angles around a point add up to what, Angel? 360 degrees, exactly. So if I've got an angle like this and I'm trying to find that missing bit, here's my point. I know that the whole thing adds up to 360, so x is going to be 360, subtract 307, which gives me 53 degrees. This is where we're headed today. Pause the video and have a little think. What does this picture show? Well, what does this picture show? I've got two straight lines crossing over, and it shows that angles that are opposite each other appear to be the same. So angle IKH is the same as GKJ. They're both 125. In the same way, angle IKG, this one here, is the same as HKJ. Let's explore that a little bit further. So here's the same diagram on GeoGebra. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide angle CEB, this top one. I'm going to hide it. I'm now going to move this point B to here. What do you think angle CEB might be now? Pause the video, write down your answer in your light blue book. Okay, so angle CEB is still opposite angle AED, 120, so it's going to be equal to that 120 degrees. Vertically opposite means they're going to be equal as long as I've got two straight lines. Let's go back to the start, shall we? Here we are. I'm going to hide the same angle for you, and this time I'm going to move point B to here, and I'm going to move point D to here. In your light blue books, what do you think the missing angle might be now? Write down your answer for me. Okay, Freya, what do you think that missing angle might be? Exactly, it's still 125. Just because I've moved points B and D, it's still vertically opposite to this 125, so they're going to be equal. Let's go back to the start. Okay, I'm going to hide the same angle, and I'm going to move everything around. I'm going to move B to here, I'm going to move D to here, and I'm going to move A to here. Okay, what's the missing angle going to be now? I've just rotated all those points around a little bit. What's the missing angle? Pause the video, write down your answer in your light blue book. Zara, what do you think the missing angle is? Exactly, it's still 125. It's still vertically opposite to this 125, so it's going to be equal. Let's go back to the start. Here we are, back at the start. Move B out a little bit. Okay, this time I'm going to hide this angle. I'm going to move point A to here. What do you think the missing angle might be now? Pause the video, write your answer in your light blue book. Okay, this time this missing angle is vertically opposite this 70 degrees, so it's going to be equal to the 70 degrees. Let's go back to the start. I'm going to do one more example with you. If I hide this angle and I hide this angle, I'm going to move point A to here, I'm going to move point D to here. In your light blue books, can you write down what you think angle BED might be? and what angle AED might be. Pause the video, write down your answers now. Let's take a look. So angle BED is vertically opposite this 60 degrees, so it's going to be equal. It's 60 degrees. Angle DEA is vertically opposite this 120, so it's going to be 120 degrees. So what we found out is that vertically opposite angles are always equal. What do we know about the lines that cross to make them vertically opposite angles? Kiara, what do we know about those lines? They've got to be straight. I need two straight lines to create vertically opposite angles. For example, all of these would be vertically opposite angles. The blue angles are the same as each other, and the orange angles are the same as each other because I've got two straight lines crossing. For the one below, the pink angles are the same, and the green angles are the same. Let's have a look at some non-examples. These angles would not be vertically opposite. They would not be equal. Why would they not be equal for me, Dan? They're not equal because we haven't got two straight lines. This line here, clearly not straight, clearly got a kink in it. This line here, clearly got a kink in it. So they're not going to be vertically opposite, they're not equal. Okay, Year 7, in your dark blue books, can you write the title Vertically Opposite Angles? And underneath, can you write the sentence, the angles opposite, we're missing a word, each other, when two straight lines cross. It's important that they're straight lines. Underneath, can you write the sentence, they are always equal? Pause the video and copy these notes into your dark blue book, and then pens down, eyes on me for an example. Okay, I'm going to go through an example, and then you're going to do an example. So I've got two lines here. I've got G, K, H, that's a straight line, and I've got A, K, I, K, J, that's also a straight line. I've been told that this angle here is 130 degrees, and I've been asked to work out what angle IKH would be, so starting at I, moving through K, ending at H. Katie, what can you tell me about these two angles? They're going to be equal because I've got two straight lines and they're vertically opposite. So that missing angle is going to be 130 degrees. Over to you, Year 7. In your dark blue books, can you have a go at this example for me? Pause the video, copy out the example and then work out angle IKH. Okay, let's go through the answer. Again, I've got two straight lines. I've got angle GKJ, which is 120 degrees. I've been asked to work out IKH, which is this one here. They're going to be equal, so this missing angle is 120 degrees. Okay, Year 7, light blue books. Are angles EABC and EBD vertically opposite angles? And what is angle EBD? Write down your answer in your light blue book now, please. So question 1, are these vertically opposite? Yes, because I've got two straight lines and they are opposite each other vertically. When we say vertically, it just means opposite. They don't have to be vertical as in on top of each other, they just have to be directly opposite. So angle EBD is going to be the same. It's 60 degrees. How about now? Are angles ABE and CBD vertically opposite angles? And what is angle CBD? Write down your answer in your light blue book now, please. Right, we've got two straight lines. So this angle here is going to be the same as the other one. It's 110 degrees. They're vertically opposite. So how about now? Are angles ABE and CBD vertically opposite? And what is angle CBD? Pause the video and write down your answer in your light blue book now, please. Right, this time we haven't got two straight lines, so no, they're not vertically opposite angles. Therefore, we cannot work out what this angle might be. We'd need more information. So, we've been through 3 basic angle facts. We know that angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. That was turning all the way around. We know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. And we now know that vertically opposite angles are equal when we've got 2 straight lines crossing. I've got 3 examples that I'm going to go through, and then you've got some questions to have a go at. So my first question is asking, what is angle A? And the reason behind it. Now I know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So for reason B, angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees, I know that A is equal to 180, take away 50, which is 130 degrees. For question 2, I've got 2 straight lines crossing. So what do I know about angle C? Kiara, what do I know about angle C? It's got to be equal to 135. And Lily, why is it equal to 135? What's the reason? Is it angles at a point add up to 360? Is it angles on a straight line add up to 180? Or is it vertically opposite angles are equal? You're right, it's for reason C. Vertically opposite angles are equal. And one more example. I've got to work out what angle A is. I know that angles around a point add up to 360. So for reason A, I can work out what A is by doing 360, take away 154, take away 72. 360 take away 154 gives me 206. Take away 72 will give me 204, 134 degrees. Okay, Year 7, over to you. In your light blue books, can you pause the video for about 10 to 15 minutes and have a go at working out each of these questions? What's the labelled angle that's labelled with a letter, and what's your reason behind it? Is it reason A, angles at a point add up to 360, B, angles on a straight line add up to 180, or C, vertically opposite angles are equal? Pause the video and have a go at those questions now please in your light blue books for 15 minutes. And these are the answers. Please check your work and see how you did. Each of the reasons is given by the letter. For example, for question 5, you should have chosen reason B, angles on a straight line add up to 180. And finally, Year 7, this was our lesson destination for today. Can you pause the video for about 10 minutes and have a go at these 3 questions for me? And these are the answers. For the first one, to work out the size of the missing angle Y, you needed to know that angles round a point added up to 360. So you needed to do 360, take away all the angles you've been given. For question 2, you were asked if these 3 angles together made a straight line. We know angles on a straight line need to add up to 180. These angles only add up to 178, so it can't be a straight line. And for the last one, this was a bit tricky. We know that angle X is 78 because vertically opposite angles are equal, and we know that angle Y is 102 because angles on a straight line add up to 180. And that's the end of today's lesson, Year 7. Can you now head over to Google Classroom and submit today's exit ticket for me, please? Thanks very much for listening and have a wonderful day.